Can you choose somebody and ask them if they would be the coordinator who will be responsible for identifying COVID-19 related issues and the impact on the garrison, including coordinated health preparedness for the event and emergency response planning?
So what?
It says designate somebody who said they'll be the coordinator. They could run around. They could put these signs up and put the marks up. And if the people get too close together, I mean, all of us can help do that. But they would be like responsible. Then if somebody, we have to designate a coordinator.
Well, yeah, we definitely need to do that. We need actually several different jobs that need to.
I know, but but can you, can you ask somebody and let me know who that person will be and then let them know?
Yeah, well, put it on the, can we start the list of the different positions we'll need, and that's one of them?
Oh, man, I forgot my notebook. I was going to do start. Damn, I left out my book bag and everything in the car. Oh, I tell you, I'm moving slow today. Yesterday I was going so busy, like a tail thing. It was a busy day. Oh my God. Have y'all did Facebook dating?
What is that?
I stumbled across it when I was doing, because I have to go and switch the pages back and forth to post on Juneteenth. And please, people, can y'all like some of the posts?
I did. I started last night.
Okay, good. That must be why it's like, oh, Juneteenth, that's 14 more.
I started that.
Please like the page. My goodness. Like the post or something. Make a comment.
All right, this is our
anything like that. Yeah, we're gonna start. We need our players now. Sherry, we need them because everybody needs we can't do the small team that was on the Zoom. I mean, not the Zoom call, but on the call. Yeah, we need
who was on that call? How many people were on that call?
That was Lisa and Janet. Everybody that was Lisa and Janet, and everybody except for Darlene and Karen and Barbara was not on it.
So we have 4 people on the call and 3 that were not on the call that we were.
Mm-hmm. But Karen, she's rocking and rolling on her part, so she's good. Karen is good.
All right.
Whatever you want Barbara to do, if you could let her know so she could work on that, whatever you want her to do. If you want her to be the coordinator for the COVID stuff, just let her, that we need somebody, to do that.
Okay. So
and then
I need that list in terms of who do what positions that we need to get filled in terms of all of that. Because somebody may be able to wear 2 hats in terms of
they're gonna have,
what needs to be done, and
okay.
So that is the COVID coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
That definitely need to have somebody to do that.
But y'all need to start recording?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm doing the podcast kind of stuff like that.
Okay.
But yeah, always, that the deal, how that works.
This is for we need a COVID coordinator. Okay. We also going to need a vendor coordinator. And when did Malika tell me she'll be back from vacation? I'm just gonna ask her what exactly, does she want to work on? Can she what exactly is she gonna assist us with? Because we need more than just a beautiful face, body. Although we're gonna work the heck out of that. She reached out to a lot of people, but we don't have the information. If you don't share the information with us, it's no good. She said
the sponsorship package?
Yeah, she can help us with the sponsorship. She can help us with the sponsorship package. If you could ask her to help us with the sponsorship package, the, yeah, definitely we need her to help us with the, so we will have a sponsorship, the sponsorship coordinator. Because we got, now Janet, she's full, she's rocking and rolling on the website. We just need to pump her information to put on the website. And she's making those. But what I was looking at is, I was just thinking that she would do a calendar like, oh my, like the one I printed out here. And just, put the graphics on it.
So this,
Like one of these. And
okay.
have it when you open up the website.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was telling her, just make one of these, like to the side. She can make it in Word and just copy and paste it there if she's available, if she could do that. And that way on the website, when you open it up, see, when you open it up, then the calendar would be right here. Like she could still have a link to that other calendar, which she can put, because she puts more detailed information in there. You can put more detailed information. See, like you getting that. So we we need this calendar.
Right,
we need
right,
this
right,
one. This
right,
is a
right,
good
right.
one. But I was thinking that when they open up the page, that there was a calendar somewhere. It could even be, down here underneath the flyer. In the flyer area, because the flyer is going to go away after the Juneteenth is over. The flyer will go away, so this will always be a spot. So we could put the calendar there or whatever, the flyer for the next event.
So you're talking about it visually.
The calendar, like a calendar, like you open it up and there's the calendar there, and it's like colorful like that, and it's got like Juneteenth VA, like after the Juneteenth logo, that's easy. Juneteenth VA, Juneteenth celebration, that's easy on the 19th. On the 19th, on the 13th, it might say Dred Scott decision. But it's like the little graphic, and I gotta find it because it's all that stuff is already, and then I'll send it to Janet.
Okay.
I just didn't have a chance to do that, and that way, that's why I was thinking, that's what I was thinking about. Like how this flyer is here, our calendar would have been there. This calendar would have been there, like right there, it would have been like June.
Right.
Not June, May. And it would have had, all the stuff and graphics and the little, like I said, 1619 on, May the 25th, 1619.
Right.
And not every day, but.
I know that she has some constrictions and so forth like that. So, you'll have to have a conversation with her to see if it's possible.
Okay.
So,
well, she cut and pasted that one. She copied and pasted that one so she can do. This calendar is in Word. It's just a template.
Hey, again.
Okay.
I'm the last person who will understand how to make that work.
I tell you, oh my God, if I sit down, if I get a day where I sit down in front of a decent computer, I'm going to be, I'm just.
Don't hurt nobody.
So slow.
All right, so then I need to fill this up, so that will go be.
That's a part of the application.
Right, so we have to scan it, we have to fill it out, then scan it in. Is that what I'm understanding?
Let's see
Okay.
what it says. These are copies that we did. And then we got Malika, she had the list of food truck vendors. So we got to get that from her. But we just gonna have to keep moving forward, let them kick it back, because we need to get it into them tomorrow. And then if they can kick it back to us, that gives us 2 days. That gives us some time. Because it's due in a couple of days.
It's not gonna happen that quickly in terms of getting kicked back and everything like that.
But that's fine, but
once
we need to get it in, we
right.
need to get it in by the
Exactly.
deadline, so it's stamped.
Exactly.
That's it, so we need to get it in tomorrow,
You wanna get it in
tomorrow,
Alright.
and then, yeah, we need to get it in tomorrow so they can get it stamped in, and then when they look at it, they'll come and then they can develop the emergency and medical response plan, who should. Okay, that would be the coordinator, they need to do that. Okay, and they need to do that, so, I mean, who do you think, do you have anybody now that can do that? Cause we're gonna have to put their name on the permit
For the
for the Juneteenth.
what are we looking here? What name? What category?
That is for the COVID coordinator.
Oh, no, I don't have a name now, but
Okay. Okay, so we were filling out the other one, so she gave us, oh no, did they change it?
today's the 16th, so tomorrow's the 17th. So technically, we have till Wednesday to get this in. But I know what you're trying to say, but
Yeah,
I'm just trying to understand.
okay,
Because
well, I was
we can have
thinking- when we
everything by
say-
Wednesday.
Yeah, okay, so this is how I roll. If the deadline is the 19th, I tell everybody the deadline is the 18th.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay.
Yeah, that way.
I'm like, if I can get the name of the coordinator for the, the virus. and
Right,
stuff
so you
like
can work on
we
that,
can,
and, we gotta get some information from Malik, I believe, too, so, and then I'll just, oh, let me see if I can print this. What's the name of this church? Is this Trinity Episcopal?
Mhm.
Trinity. I forgot, somebody asked me, they was like, did you go to church today? And I should have told them, I go to church all the time. I'm always telling people I am the church. Trinity Episcopal. What was up with the Episcopals? It was it's a lot of Episcopal churches I'm starting to notice.
Well, they're like international, like the Catholics. And everybody, actually. Everybody's international. What am I talking about,
No, I thought I was connected to the internet. The way it came up and everything.
Well, it looked like it,
I
didn't
know it. I know it. Okay, I think it's Trinity at 2015.
Oh, the password?
Yeah, I meant to write it down on the ad. 2015. All right, I'm hooked up. Chocolate zucchini bread. Anyway,
Oh,
the gospel concert was really, really, and oh my God, they had great vendors.
okay.
That was the best, and the food, help me Jesus, and I do mean help me Jesus, Yeshua. The food, I've never seen food so fabulous. Like
That's pretty high praise there.
rib tips, French fries, hamburgers, baked beans, sausages, all the kind of stuff that I don't eat, but it was I would have ate, and I was like, oh my gosh. Ooh.
That
It
sounds
was just,
good.
it was, they had even more. They had the health food person out there that I buy my sea moss gel. I get my sea moss gel at Sykes in Norfolk.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, she'll let us put some flyers over there too. And the lady that she gets it from was there. So we had it was great. And I guess this and Peggy Britt, I guess she's real famous.
Mm-hmm.
And
You got a large following.
I'm sorry. I don't see a lot of famous people, local famous people that, like they've been to Hollywood. I guess she been to Hollywood, famous people, and they got a way about them. They been around the stars.
What was she? With kind of highfalutin?
She was highfalutin.
I think
But
that's,
I think it's just, she's very regal and everything. I was like, who is that? Dang, too bad they don't have a parking lot. Man, we would, and they had it. Okay, so they had theirs
have
in
a parking lot.
this church right here, their own parking lot, their own private parking lot. They had theirs in the parking lot.
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, they didn't have to get any permits.
Oh, okay.
And and then they also had a police officer. So then they got a police officer. They had a police officer out there.
Police, not sheriff.
Police.
Okay. Yeah, because the sheriff have in the past they volunteered their services,
Oh, that would be
and
awesome.
the police always charge.
And you know what? You're right. And the girl that did the Black Sons Matter Life March down High Street last year, I was in that too.
Mm-hmm.
The sheriff, he did it he volunteered.
Mm-hmm.
Because I took pictures in there. I never did see them pictures. But yeah, I took pictures with her. So, no, that's the inside. We know we'll look at that later. This one, the outside. Okay. That's Court Street. Come on. Get out of there.
Melly, for your stipend, I know I'd have to give you a check.
That's fine.
Okay, all right. I thought before
Uh-uh.
we did
It's
something.
fine with me.
Okay. That'll work.
Oh, Street View at 360. That's what I want. That's what I
Oh, I
want.
found them. I had these
You
August
found
Wisdom
something.
stamps that I could not figure out where I put them. Oh, I'm so glad to see you guys.
Okay, so
That's great. That's a good thing.
Said link to Samsung phone. Alright, do it then. And I'll print it out from my phone.
Did you find out if the ferry is running?
Let's see.
Yes, you did, because you would have said something.
Okay, Google. Is the Portsmouth Norfolk ferry running today?
Here it is, Elizabeth River Ferry.
You're gonna make me work.
Yeah, and can you answer the question?
Y'all gonna ride the ferry over?
Yeah, it's right there at St. Paul's. Where, yeah.
So what are they doing?
You know what's going on in Israel with the Palestinians
Uh-huh.
being bombed and everything like that.
Mhm.
So this is, folks who are protesting that or, have serious problems with that.
Who's the Palestinians or the Israelis?
They have problems with the Israelis bombing the Palestinians. It's like 12 Israelis have been
Okay,
killed
well-
and over 200 Palestinians, and many of them children.
Well, you know what? God took me right to that study in the Bible, and he told Saul to kill all of them people, all of them. He said, don't
Can
even
that
leave a
possibly be
donkey.
right?
Huh?
Can that possibly be a right, good thing to do? To
That
say
was way back in the beginning.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. So, I mean,
Yeah,
we're
God
still
knew
perpetuating the
but
same
he's
behavior.
he's letting us see the thing. And what happened was he didn't. He was like, well, I kept the good looking women and the choice stuff and all the good stuff because I was going to give it to you. And God said, what is better? I prefer obedience over sacrifice. So we suffering. There's going to be suffering for that. So I don't know what the solution is. I don't know if there's ever a solution. I mean, what do they want them to do? They want the Israelis to stop bombing? They
I
need
think
to
that'd
stop
be,
bombing.
that would be a good first step.
But I thought the Palestinians were the ones that was bombing them first.
No, I mean, it goes back to biblical times in terms of like this conflicts that have been going on in Palestine and Israel. I mean, but this most recent situation basically is based in 1948 when the Europe countries and the United States went into created Israel for the Jews who were suffering from the Holocaust, which was a good thing to do.
They created that over there for them.
Yes.
That's what the whole thing is about.
Yes, exactly. And
well, then, where was the Israelis before that? I mean, I say this and all because I know I'm a descendant of. I'm an Israelite.
Mm-hmm.
According to what I read in the Bible. So, but I mean, I'm not involved in those cults and stuff that they got going on. So where were they then? Where were they before?
There's so much to what you just said there. Now, I mean, I can't even begin to try to answer it, at this point here. Those points and questions are part of like a discussion with several people there and everything, because I don't have the expertise to tell the history and all that kind of stuff. But I do know that what's going on today.
You just made me more curious.
Well, good.
I never knew. I didn't know that. That changed. That now I'm understanding more. I understand the conflict more. I did not understand what the. Now I understand what the conflict. Well, shoot, yeah, no wonder they fighting because, okay, this ain't really y'all. Y'all just got dropped in here. What y'all trying to take over?
They were trying. What has been offered for the last 20 years is basically something called the two-state agreement, which is where the Palestinians would be able to share Jerusalem as their capital city with Israel. What Trump did a couple of years ago, was just said, no, Jerusalem is the capital of Israel, and forget the Palestinians. And so now, something that they had been hoping for is not going to happen.
I mean, we've been having peace for a long time with them. They had some uprisings and stuff here.
I wouldn't call it peace, but it had been certainly not this killing and shooting, bombing that's going on,
Wow.
And so what's going on now is people just wanting them to stop the bombing and go back to the negotiation table. Stop bombing each other.
So who do they have besides Netanyahu?
And that's the other problem. The Palestinians don't really have a public voice. Okay. Yasser Arafat was their last visible.
Did he die?
He's been dead for going on 15, 20 years.
Oh my God.
So they have no one, and they don't have anyone to speak for them.
And my God.
Their representatives are a group called Hamas, which is defined as a terrorist group by many others. But this is who is their leadership at this point.
And why are they saying that they're terrorists? Because they came in and said, okay, we're going to we got to do something.
They're saying they're terrorists like the way that Nat Turner was called a terrorist, Because
he said, we're going to do something. We need to make some moves.
Right.
Wow. Well, I mean, it doesn't say the ferry's not running.
It just doesn't say anything.
Yeah, it just keeps saying the schedule of the ferry is today. So I'm like, it's not saying that it's not running.
Okay. Yep.
It'd be nice if they, if it popped up, if
Does it have a schedule? Is it on the half hour or something like that?
Every 30 minutes. Wait a minute. 15-minute service during the summer at peak time. Oh, that's weekend in the summer.
Okay.
So schedules are subject to change based on operating situations. takes you to Old Town. Which is looks like are we still on the winter schedule? I guess because they
Think
got
so.
summer and winter. Let's see. Oh my God, that music on Friday was so great. They had to buy you something over there at Town Point Park, and I could hear all that music just as clear.
Oh, right, I imagine so. Oh, the card expires next month. That's poetic timing.
Okay. Oh, then foot racing. Let's see. So remember, this is a public assembly and expressive activity.
No, just public assembly.
Okay. I got a pencil and I got another copy.
Okay.
Okay, and this is the Juneteenth, the event name is the Juneteenth
Celebration, it's usually what we have on the flag.
Celebration. Okay. June 19th, 2021. And then I could just say, under event description, can I just say see attached flyer?
Yes.
Okay. See attached flyer. Actual event start time.
No.
We said noon. Okay, event setup time is 10 a.m. 10 a.m.
Yes, right.
And actual event end time was it was
6 p.m.
It was 6 p.m. And event breakdown time is
6 p.m.
6 p.m. The event will use sidewalks. Oh, you want both sidewalks and streets? Both sidewalks and streets. Okay, attach a map. Okay, the map should. That's okay. Trying to print this thing out. Please describe plans for group assembly and dispersal, if any. I'm gonna say not applicable because it's like people just walking around. They just if ain't nothing out there for them to walk by, they just keep walking.
What's the question again?
Please describe plans for group assembly and dispersal, if any. I just said not applicable.
Let me read.
Did we say group assembly? Oh, we did say public assembly. It's down here.
Please describe plans for group assembly and dispersal, if any, below. And then they ask for the number of people participating. Is that the team, staff, folks?
That's what I was thinking.
That would be about 50,
Okay. That's including like vendors and stuff?
and actors and,
Okay, estimated number of spectators.
200.
Is that within the, let's say, if applicable, estimated number of spectators. I would say, I'm not even gonna put anything there,
Okay.
because how will we know?
Okay,
There's gonna be people just walking around,
okay.
walking around. I would say, revolving.
Here we go, in
Yeah,
terms of,
I'd
I think you're right to follow the if applicable, and then the previous question was, if any, so we don't have it.
Right, so I'm like, okay. And, I gotta do this thing, if I can print this thing out. I think it's on my phone because I sent it to Malik or something, but. My event will utilize the following: inflatables, no; amusement rides, pyrotechnics,
Nope.
tents, cooking facilities, vehicles, animals, service of food, service of alcoholic beverages, sale of merchandise, vendors. Yes. Please describe. Okay. General merchandise vendors. general merchandise. General merchandise, jewelry, costume jewelry, for general merchandise, costume jewelry. General merchandise really covers it, and costume jewelry.
Yeah, I mean,
Recording, recording, video, audio equipment. So please describe. Okay, so what are you going? I need to know what's going to be used for the recording, because you said we're going to be recording it.
Yeah, just kind of videography, just videotaping.
Okay, so what are you using? Just I would say I'm gonna put a phone. What else? What do you use? I forgot. You use a camera. I'm gonna put phone, camera,
I mean,
and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. That's all
Okay.
it is.
Because
Yeah.
I mean, our phones are so good. My phone is so good. It can videotape. I gotta sample the thing, and they do it everything in 3D and all that stuff. See, you didn't even see that post on Juneteenth VA where I did the Emancipation Proclamation, and I say someday we'll all be free, and I put it in 3D so it moves.
Oh, really?
Oh. Y'all don't even get on the page of where this was.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna be like a rallying cry. Get on the page.
Get on the page. Sound amplification equipment, microphones.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, just the basics.
Now look, my aunt called me yesterday. She's got all this microphones and all this kind of stuff. So I told her that, I said, well, because she was asking me if my son wanted it, and I was like, well, what do you have? I really don't know. She's like, well, I got, she got a lot of microphones and speakers
Is
and
she
stuff
a
like
singer
that.
or something, a musician?
No, years ago, she got with this guy, and they decided they was gonna manage this singing group. So they did everything. They put them in an apartment. They bought all the equipment, everything. So but
Wow.
it fizzled out. That's when she was going into the music business.
Okay.
So I told her that she's going, but it's like she lives in Texas. The music equipment's in Kansas City. She's trying to clean out. She's got all these $1 million homes everywhere. With instead of getting a storage bin, she buys a home. She's a hoarder. She's a high class hoarder.
Wow. With money.
Yeah, she just buys another home and puts the stuff in, and then it's just more stuff. So I told her, I said, well, Juneteenth, we could use some stuff like if you want to donate it to us.
And we're 501c3, she can get a tax write-off.
You know, they don't. They're rich. They don't care about that.
Wow.
Yeah, they don't care about tax write-offs. Like they're rich.
So we could get this in.
So I just told her, she was like, figure out how to do it. And I was like, well, because she said but she got to go and get it all together. She said it was enough stuff. It would have to go on she said they used to haul it on the back of a pickup truck. And she was like, well, maybe you get a little pod or something. So I told her just gather it all up together and take a picture of it. Let us see what.
And she's in Texas.
She's in Texas, but the equipment's in Kansas City.
Equipment's in Kansas City. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that would be a
yeah. So if I can get it, we'll get it. We'll get it donated to you. If we can get it here.
wow.
I mean, if she's really and they so penny pinching. All my people rich. I'm the poor one, and they pinch pennies. So they score.
That's what they say. How rich people stay rich, by pinching pennies.
Yeah, but they are just ridiculous with it. But I guess they do what they want to do. They sure don't give none away. They make sure to let you know.
Wow, that would be.
Oh, you gonna have to delete me. Okay, banners, signage. Yes, we will have banners on the church walls. Special lighting, no. My event will include the use of food trucks, yes. Please note the city.
So what is the authorized amount? What is it that this, is it 100? No, it's $50, right?
Yes, it is, no, it is 100, wait a minute. Yes, Yes, it's $50.
Yes.
It's $50.
Okay.
Events involving the use of property not owned by the applicant. Aside from the use of the city right away, my event will use property owned by me and my organization. Aside from the use of the city right away, my event will not use my event includes the city right away and not property. I'm gonna say, and then they can tell us if we need to uncheck it. I said yes because we're using the inside, we're using the church's property, even their wall.
Mhm.
Even if they come back and say, well, isn't the wall their property?
Mhm.
Traffic control plan. My event will require traffic control devices such as barriers. Oh, I didn't do things such as barriers, signage, cones. Yes, because you want to try to block off King Street. Block off Court Street a little bit.
Court Street a little bit.
So I would say yes. What type of events do you require?
What type of what?
Devices, because you'd have to block off the street, so they would need I would just say whatever the street block off.
Yeah, I mean, I
The
guess
street
they're
blocking,
telling us, right, the cones and,
Yeah, I just say cones, because I don't know what you call the other thing. I was calling barriers, I just say
Right.
cones.
yeah.
Yes, I request the use of the city's traffic engineering, traffic control devices. No, we don't even know what that means, so I'm saying no. I request of the use of the city staff to place traffic control devices at my event. No, yes or no?
Yeah, because
Okay.
if we're closing off a block, they have to do that.
My event requires local police support to direct traffic and or to provide crowd control. If no, describe your staffing resources to support proper traffic and crowd control. So you want to say yes or no? That is on page 2.
My event requires local police support. Is that what we're talking about?
Mhm.
Yeah, we're gonna use the sheriff department.
Okay, so say no. And then it says, describe your staffing resources, so put sheriff's department.
Right.
Okay. And, so where were they parked? City garage. It's the easy one. I don't care where they park at.
They'll figure it out.
Park on the, but city garage, ooh, it'll get some use. Okay. Probably deliver, pick up of city trash cans, dumpster. City trash cans.
Yeah, I need to talk to my friend Mary Watson, who works in the city waste management department. She can help us figure out what numbers to put there for that.
Okay,
I'll give her
so,
a call.
but yes, it's gonna be a yes.
Yeah.
And we need to know how many trash cans we want.
I was thinking
If
about
no,
that.
how will your organization? Because, it says if no. So if the
I think
church
if-
don't have any big trash cans, do they? Because they don't want us to use it, but if we had theirs, we wouldn't have to use the cities. Because if we had big receptacles, we could put them around, because we're putting receptacles around for, I forgot about the food trucks, that's where it would be a lot of.
And I think letting the city handle those kind of infrastructure things is better than
Okay.
us trying to figure it out, because we have to do porta potties.
You
Or
do?
in the past we have, I don't know, because we got the church, which, has two indoor bathrooms.
Oh, no, I don't think there'll be, to have them coming in and out for the festival, that's too much.
Well, then we have to have
And
porta
then
potties.
we don't, but see, no, we don't need the porta potty, because it is the vendors will use the facilities, but the general public, they'll just use whatever they use it, but I guess I understand what you're saying.
They're
though.
making, no,
If you
it's
have
a
the food,
requirement, yeah.
okay.
We are definitely required to have porta potties.
Okay, well, here we go. So that will be yes. And then where will we put them? Oh, on
Exactly.
King Street, right on the corner of King Street.
Well, again, because they're doing this kind of the blocking off and everything like that, they will say what they need in terms of what's gonna get done.
Okay, but we have to put if yes, where will they be accommodated in relation to your event site? I would say King and Court Street. That'd be right, right there. That way it's out of the way, but it's still right there on
King
the
and
corner.
Court, I got you, okay.
King and Court. And it doesn't disrupt.
Mm-hmm.
And medical emergency plan, if yes, I say no. The city has the right to determine if we need it, if we need medical services, so I said no, because it said the city staff, they'll determine if we need something like that. Event insurance,
Yeah, I'll have to call the insurance people.
okay, so I spoke with.
We don't have to have that yet.
Right, but we gotta check the box. A copy of the declaration should be attached to this. You need a copy, we do need a copy of the declaration page. That's just the front page that says you got insurance, they want. And if you just get them to send the certificate of insurance, then that'll be it, and that's what it'll be.
Did you
And
get
then
the
we
copy of
won't.
the email from Stacy Porter from planning? Did I forwarded that to you? You got
That's
that?
the one I print.
Because she has somebody's name up there.
You have risk management, that's just to call them to see
Right.
what you need.
Right, yeah, so are you gonna call them or shall I call them?
You call them, because you gotta call the insurance company and get it
All
printed out, you know what you have, so, but it's just all it is, if you have the insurance provider, just call them and tell them to send you a certificate of insurance.
Yeah, I mean, you're right, I mean, generally that doesn't happen until like the week before kind of thing of the festival, so.
Yeah, but the
but-
certificate of insurance, it's no charge or anything for that, that's just a printout, and it says certificate of insurance, and it just says that you're covered, and it shows your coverages, that's all.
There has to be a special purchase for the event itself. What I have is
Oh,
the general,
Okay.
insurance,
Okay,
but this
okay.
is a special event.
Well, that's fine. What we need is, right now, we don't need the one for the special event.
Uh-huh,
We need your general one.
okay,
Yes. We need, just
All
give me a copy of that. They just
All
wanna know you got it, and then they'll say, oh, we gotta get the special one,
Right.
with the proper insurance company. But right now, they wanna know
right,
that, we have it, because the one that you're gonna get, if you got a copy of it, just as long as it's not expired, it doesn't have, it's not gonna have their, the city's name on it and all that kind of stuff that they require on it.
mm-hmm,
So, but we do have to, we need a copy of that to go with
Okay.
the application.
all right.
So,
Right.
Unless you want to, well, I'll wait, well, when you call her tomorrow, and I'll remind you to call her tomorrow, and actually, if you call her, I can be, with you, if you can put me on we can be on a three-way
Mhm.
call, because, I just can't, because you know what insurance you have, and
Barely.
so when she says it, you can write it down, and you can directly call the people and say, I need a certificate,
Right,
to make sure this is covered. And, because it says that, they may waive the insurance requirement.
Who made waive it? The
It
city?
says, I have spoken with risk management, and they have waived my requirement for event insurance. So when you call and talk to that lady that she gave you the name of,
Mhm.
then, who knows, she may waive it, and we don't have to submit it. All we gotta do is put her name down.
I had never heard of them waiving that one for
Well, that's fine.
Juneteenth, but.
But I mean,
we'll see.
but since you're gonna call her anyway.
Right,
You never, that might happen.
Right.
Then it says, okay, we are required to have those affected by the closure,
uh-huh,
to sign a petition form.
mm-hmm,
And they're just saying that they are, we're informing, they are, and letting the city know that they have knowledge of the event. Okay, and they gave us, and that gotta go with the application, so we gotta go knock on those doors of those businesses.
no, they don't need that now,
It says, it doesn't have to go with yes, it says it should be submitted with your application.
What page you?
3.
I think what we need to do also is that you need to talk to Stacy tomorrow, because Stacy is the contact that we have there,
Mhm.
and you're far better at these details than
Okay.
I am. So,
But it looked like it was pretty clear. I mean, it's pretty
Yeah, I mean, it
straightforward.
is,
I mean,
but I
but
mean,
the
like-
thing, we gotta get it in so that she can see, and then she can come back and tell us, you don't need this or you need this. We gotta
Yeah,
get it
because I
into
remember
it.
going to talk to the businesses, but that was after I had submitted this, application and everything like that.
Okay, well, we can double check on that
Yeah, that's what
tomorrow.
I'm saying, to talk to her so that we
Okay.
make sure that all the i's are dotted and t's are crossed, because I'm just like,
Okay, well, I'll call her tomorrow.
okay.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna reply to her email right now. I mean, I'm going to email her off
Yeah,
of that
just tell
email
who
that
you
you
are,
sent.
and she'll be happy to talk to someone who like has command of the details. And here's the authorization.
Okay.
It's done. And
I was trying to print this thing off here at the church so I could make the diagram. Because all I'm gonna do is just draw a table 6 feet apart.
Mhm.
So I was gonna draw some rectangles 6 feet apart
Mhm.
and put a banner on there. That's all.
Mhm. So you have a scanner?
At my
You have
house.
a printer at home?
I just yeah, but I can't print all that color off.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm talking about for the just for the sketch for what they need.
I was
the
gonna
layout.
but I was actually going to print that out, and then I'm gonna just draw it right around there.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
print that out.
I mean, that's just one page, right?
It won't print. I'm trying to print. I'm gonna see if I can print it from my phone. I know it'll print because Maliqua, she printed it from my phone. Her name is. Her name is what's her name? Stacy Porter.
Mm-hmm. See if I have her extension.
I got it because she got all her information.
Okay.
Oh, anyway, oh my gosh, I have to tell you after I'm off the camera.
Just whisper it. Write it down. Oh, yeah, we are aware that we're kind of documenting our planning session here. We got Melanie, me, Sherry, and Darlene, who's managed to keep herself off camera. But we know you're here. This is Sunday, May 16th. So we've got, 33 days before our big event on June 19th. But actually, a bigger event happening on June 5th is going to be my birthday party down at the Virginia Beach oceanfront at the fishing pier. They're having a surfing competition, and the Virginia Beach fishing pier offers a perfect view of the competition. And that's going to be going on all day on Saturday, June 5th, from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. And they're going to have vendors and food and music and, of course, surfing. Now, many of you may be wondering, what's Sherry doing, at a surfing competition? Well, I'm not going to be surfing. I'm just going to be a spectator. And it's going to be a great day, lots of sunshine and lots of fun. And I hope you'll come down there and celebrate my birthday with me. So June 5th is exactly 2 weeks away from Juneteenth on June 19th. And we are uh, so excited to be coming out of this year of the pandemic and celebrating what is going to be the first year to celebrate Juneteenth as a state holiday here in the Commonwealth of Virginia. Thank you, Governor Ralph Northam, for that. And our mission is to heal America from the wounds of slavery without shame or blame. And it has been a very, very difficult year, not only because of the pandemic, but also because in 2019, when Virginia celebrated 400 years of African presence in America, with the arrival of those first Africans from Angola in August of 1619, that has prompted a examination of that history that pertains to how slavery started and ultimately continues to be in America. And that history happened here in Hampton Roads, Tidewater 757. That local history is our national history. And what we here at Juneteenth, Virginia believe is important is for us to be able to share that history, as difficult as it is to look at and to have conversations about it. So a big part of our celebration on June 19th will be a performance of Abolitionist Museum. And if anyone here has known anything about Juneteenth VA, you know Abolitionist Museum. It is the play that features the historical characters, 8 of them: John Brown, Abraham Lincoln, Frederick Douglass, David Walker, Nat Turner, Harriet Beecher Stowe, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman are the 8 wax figures who, when the museum curator brings a Confederate flag into their place of residence, they have a debate about whether or not to burn that flag. That flag represents, to some people, heritage, and to others, oppression. And the conversation is, what do we do with these symbols in the 21st century today? That is our role here. And today, we're planning the details that will allow that public conversation to be a part of what we do on June 19th. So thank you for being a part of all of this, and we look forward to seeing you on June 19th, or actually June 5th. So at 3:30, want to
I need to catch the ferry.
Well, I'm kind of hesitant to try to do the ferry, but I wanted to drive over there and just make sure, because they're there until 5. So leave here. If we can catch the ferry, well, I can drive down to see if the ferry is there. We can just park
And
in the
then
parking
just
lot.
park.
Yeah, just park
Mhm.
in the parking lot. So yeah, we'll drive down there to the ferry. And if it's not there, then we'll drive over. Okay.
Where they go? Just say.
All right, so I'm not able to find anything on my
this
phone right now.
screenshot.
Check the flyers. Do that. Oh, let me make some notes about what I'm supposed to be doing tomorrow. Otherwise, it might not happen.
I love this. This illness does not lead to death. It is for the glory of God. That's what I stand on. That's what I told her when they chaplain came to my hospital room. And I'm like, "Are you a warrior?" He was like stuttering. I was like, "You don't have no power. You can't be in here."
Mm,
I said, "Because God already said this is an illness that will not lead into death. So that's why I don't worry."
mhm.
And he was like, "Wow, what scripture is that?" The chaplain. I'm like, I do expect them to know a little bit more, have a
Mhm.
little bit, few more of the scriptures memorized than
Mhm.
me.
Mhm.
But and I told him, he was like, "I can't find it." I said, "Don't worry." I said, I just told him, I said, "Don't worry." He's like, "I can't find it. I don't know why I can't find that scripture. I
I
know
mean,
it."
yeah, I mean, your grace and strength is amazing. I mean, it really is.
All glory and praise to Jehovah.
Amen. Amen.
Okay, so
Oh, yeah, so you
I
had
guess I'll figure out
instructed
something. I'll print something out at home and make the
Print
little
a plan.
diagram. I'll
Okay.
I'll do one in black and white
Okay.
and get that printed out so I can do that and find out where we are from a legal with the vendors and everything. Because I want to start reaching out to more vendors, but I don't want to be reaching out to vendors if she's reaching out to vendors because all the vendors at that place would have been, oh my God, you talk about perfect for Juneteenth.
Why
That
do
was
you see
all the
that as
vendors
being,
we
you see
needed.
that as being like in conflict to both reaching out for the vendors?
No, I don't like duplicating work,
I
and
got
so she might already have, they might already be on the list.
I got you.
So, but don't forget to contact that Tanya Shadley.
Right.
She is looking forward to
I gotta get myself a new calendar.
yeah, she is looking forward to she said, I told her that you would reach out to her next week, which is this week coming up, and told her that we appreciate her interest and look forward to working together. She said, "Thank you so much. Looking forward to speaking with her. Maz, Sherry, and I have briefly spoken before, but have never had the opportunity to join forces.
Mm,
Maybe the stars have finally aligned.
mm,
Thanks, Tanya." I told her, "Season of great things happening for great people."
mm. Yeah.
So I know you got to call her because
Yep,
she got
you're
the
right.
kids. So you can get the kids. They need to start rehearsing for, and they need she can go ahead and get her kids and have them rehearse for Abolitionist Museum, the
I mean,
teen
I'm sure
version.
they've already got the show that they've been doing or whatever like that. I mean,
I know, but you said you're going to do the two productions. You're going to do one with the adults and you're going to do one with the young people.
yeah, I want to, but as I'm kind of like getting, things kind of in sight here, I don't know how possible that's going to be.
But I'm thinking that with her background, she's
Mhm.
already got the young that are kind of trained.
I
Yeah,
hear you.
because she's been working with them. So
Right.
just to go ahead, like
Right.
while we're working on everything else,
Right.
they can be over there wherever she got them at rehearsing with you. Though then you would have to, or they would have to come here because it's just a group.
Right.
So
Right.
whatever group she chooses to rehearse, be it for then they will come here, and that'll get
Yeah, I mean, definitely want to talk to her about that.
yeah, definitely. So
Yeah.
see if she can choose a group of kids, and to send them over here to start rehearsing for Abolitionist Museum.
Well, I mean, definitely. So her phone number and everything is
Is
involved.
yeah, it's
Get that.
it's 757.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
nowhere near
you're
me.
on the net.
Huh?
Give her number on the net. Just text it to her.
Oh, because of the
Yeah.
being on camera.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm actually gonna break that down now.
Okay. Well, here, write it down. Here it is. It's that one right there, Chris. It's that one. And then your players for your adults. Have you rounded them up together? You need to get them together physically.
What is it? This one?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
You're like my doctor.
Oh, that's wrong. Oh, somehow I don't think this is a compliment. But I'm not gonna let it-
Oh my God, it is, but it's just a fact. It's how you so good. Oh my gosh, you got it. I was with him on Friday, and I had so many questions for him,
Mhm.
and he was overwhelmed. Like how I be doing you with what about this? But he was just like you. But his energy was so like this. Like yours. It's so like this. But I could tell that he was just like, and then I was like, well, fill this prescription and do this prescription and do this prescription and do this prescription. And he was doing it and he was typing on the computer and he was looking. And then he said, I'm not the good at the multitasking.
What's your last name?
Shadley.
Uh,
Shadley.
Yeah, I'm gonna give her a call. Probably even this evening.
Okay, yeah, because that'd be good to get the the young people going, and even if it's such a thing that something happens that they not used for Juneteenth, it's still they are getting prepared.
Absolutely,
And I think that she can choose some that are ready, and then they will bring in more
Yeah.
from all over the communities,
Right,
outside of the communities, not that been in the formal training.
right.
Okay. And then also your adults, because your adults, where are they?
Yeah, I've been reaching out to people slowly here and everything like that.
Okay.
But,
So what are their responses? You need to get them together. They need to get on that because we need them. We need them
mhm.
because they are our production. They are what we are preparing, what we're gonna give for the city of Virginia Beach to be.
Oh, okay, so you're thinking, yeah, I mean, Virginia Beach will definitely be in the audience here.
Yeah, they're going to be
Mhm.
here, and they're going to be using that. The performance is they're bringing everybody they know.
Mhm.
They're bringing everybody they know. So we need the A team.
Mhm.
That's why I was like, who get your people? Like you got to get them locked in, and you got to get them a date, and you need to get them together.
Mhm.
Like you need to find a date, and just your people
Mhm.
that you know, just call them and put them and tell them to come meet. And if
It's
they
nice.
can't meet in person,
Yeah.
Zoom.
Yeah, that's actually what it's gonna be, the first meeting.
The first one will be the Zoom.
Yeah.
Well, let's get, I mean, I mean, you got all the names. You got all the juice. You got all the power. You got all the.
I'm gonna call, I mean, it's happening.
It's like I told my doctor, I said, I don't have time to go to medical school to get the knowledge that you have. Like, I can't get the knowledge that you have. I'm like, we got to work as a team. So I just take my little stuff and insert it into your stuff.
Yeah, I'm feeling like your doctor now. She's like, okay.
That's what you was
Because you're right. I mean, it's not that, I'm trying to dissuade you from what you're saying. It's just kind of like,
You got all the important keys. You hold all the important keys. We can only get so far, but you got all the important. But I know that's I'm keeping in my mind. I'm just trying to help you stay. I'm just staying on top of priorities.
I appreciate it.
And I know that we need that A team,
Yeah,
Abolitionist Museum.
Yeah.
A side piece. We need the young team.
Yeah.
And permits. You know, vendors. We need to make those phone calls for the permits tomorrow. Well, I sent her an email, so I should get a response first thing. So that took care of